What's up, everybody? I'm Jordan with DFW Undercover. Tonight we are here with Divine Retribution, the Pavilion grand opening, soft grand opening, that is. Guys, go ahead and start down here and introduce yourselves all the way down the couch.
Okay, my name is Alan. I play drums.
I'm Gunther, I play the bass.
I'm Kitty, I'm vocals and keyboards.
I'm Eric, I play guitar.
But guys, you have a pretty hard-hitting sound, and y'all are in kind of the Christian music scene, where we don't see a lot of that, really. And tell me kind of a lot about your influences. What got y'all to the point that you're at?
So I'll start this one. The heavy sound is just what we love. All of our influences, and again, we've got very broad spectrum as far as music, but it's just heavy music is what we love, and don't think Jesus discriminates as far as musical sound. So we think it's completely compatible with Christianity. Some people might disagree, but I think just being a Christian, you got to be passionate. So our music definitely matches that. We've got the dramatic flair a little bit in there, just because we love melodies. So the vocals are kind of mixed. We've got the heavy screaming, growling, and whatnot. But I love melodies. These guys, as you can talk about your influences.
Definitely influenced by Iron Maiden, Scorpions, Queensryche, a lot of the older metal bands. That's, I guess, pretty much you can hear that through the music, just all our influences. Like there's some parts that we name, or like the Iron Maiden part, or stuff like that. It's how we communicate during the practices. But yeah, those mostly are my influences. Ingrid Malmsteen, Dream Theater, Symphony X, all those guys.
Nevermore, Jeff Loomis.
Yeah.
Who else?
Seven Dust.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a Seven Dust guy.
My playing kind of revolves around, it's kind of a mixture, hybrid between Steve Harris of Iron Maiden and who else? Les Claypool, maybe, from Primus. I'm a huge Primus fan. Gotta get the thumb in there every once in a while. Yeah. Other than that, I'm not sure. Just overkill,
Yeah.
Hear the bass. Anything you can hear the bass in, I'm down with. I hate music where you can't hear the bass, or they just completely mix it out.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
You got a cool piece. I like that Rickenbacker you're messing with. You don't see a whole lot of those out there.
Yeah, man, I've been lucky.
Yeah.
Helps to work at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Free endorsement.
Definitely, yeah. Well, one of the things I saw tonight, just incredible stage presence. Y'all really had that. Y'all had a great performance. One of the questions, how long have you guys been doing this? I think it was, at least a couple of years. I know that.
As a four-piece, it's been going on 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Alan, we just celebrated his 1 year. Yeah.
Nice. What brought you into the band?
I was looking for a band, preferably Christian band, and I found them on Bandmix, bandmix.com.
I hadn't even heard of that yet.
Yeah, it was actually, they were the first band that I had contacted through Bandmix, and yeah, you were the first band out of three, and all three of them called me back, but I ultimately came and talked to Kitty and Eric and decided to give this a try. So far, it's a pretty good fit.
Very cool. No, as far as I guess the direction you're heading for in music, obviously very spiritual based. I'm gonna say bass is probably about it. Somebody got hurt. Whatever. Anyways, the overall direction. If you want to tell us a little bit about that as well. Just really what. I guess the question is, what is your main drive? I know Jesus, of course. What are you really trying to accomplish as far as music goes?
Sorry, I'm trying to think of all my questions and all my answers. I'm just in a silly mood, sorry. After the show, it's like fried. No,
it was a cool show. It was a good show.
Thank you. No, but definitely our message is about life. I feel like a lot of things are very misrepresented these days from, not just Christianity, but I mean Christ himself. And unfortunately, it's Christians doing that. I feel like these days you don't really see people celebrating their faith. And I feel like it's just so important to just get back to really knowing Christ and really knowing God, because like I was a Christian, I was just brought up a Christian, but it wasn't until I decided to really start seeking out Christ and who he was and getting to know him personally that my eyes just opened up. Like it, it's an incredible experience just to live every day, just wake up and literally just have, feelings of expectations of hope and something good, that no matter what happens, happiness isn't about being without struggle or without any kind of conflict. It's about, just having that peace in your heart, knowing that no matter what I go through, no matter what, I will be able to endure it because I have Christ, I have hope, I have all these good things on my side. So, like I said earlier on stage, it's a big price to pay, really, to be a Christian, especially in this society, this day and age. But I mean, the price is so worth it, because I'm happier than I've ever been. So rather than seeing all these Christians mourning their faith, I just want to, inspire this generation to really just seek God and get back to the Word. I think that's super important, and just discover for themselves just how incredible and overwhelmingly amazing Christ is. Like, just that love is very overwhelming, and it just, it consumes everything about us. So we never set out to say that, yeah, we're a Christian band, we're not, what's the word, we're not really peddling anything. It's just, there's no hiding it, it's in our lyrics, and some other bands, they prefer to kind of be a little more reserved about it, but yeah, but for me, it's just, there's no separating, who I am and what I do, and, my love for Christ, and I can't even just, say that we're I don't care, you can call us a Christian band, call us whatever you want, but the fact is, it's not just something about us, that we're Christian. If you're a Christian, it's like, it's everything about you and what you are and what you do and what you say. So, we definitely put that out there with the music, and we just want to get a message of hope to this generation, because, times are hard, times are dark, and I feel like this is kind of a hopeless generation, so we just want to inspire hope.
No. What are some of the things that, I grew up in the church as well, but I don't really have friends that, I've got a couple, but for the most part, people I know go to church, they just they go through the motions, like you're kind of talking about. The people I know who went through, who can profess the way you guys do, usually there's something behind that. Like a little personal, ask you, is there a testimony behind what really got you to this level of commitment in this day and age, when it's so easy to just ignore everything, pay attention to the screen the entire time, and think everything's okay, as long as you're on Facebook kind of thing.
Definitely.
What was it that kind of brought you guys to this point of realization in your spiritual walk?
I guess in my case, it was, meeting her at school, because, we went to the same, college, and we took music classes together, and it was her that actually just, it's kind of hard to explain, but, like, there was something different about her. It was something, I had not seen in other people. It's just kind of like this light, and that's something that gravitated, it made me gravitate towards her. And, the more, we became friends, and then we started, talking about, getting together and writing music. And it was pretty much that whole process. It just kind of got me, it opened me up, like, spiritually, and, and because I wasn't really strong in my faith back then. But now, as we progressed, not only in this ministry, but also, just I got a better idea of my identity, in Christ, and it was an awesome journey. Of course, there's some struggles, there's some, stumbling, what do we call it? Stumbling blocks. Sorry. But you learn on the way, and but yeah, basically, I've been in other bands before, and pretty much, you see the lifestyle of, the rock star lifestyle and all that, just, you know, you don't get any gratification in that. It's just like it's not fulfilling.
Yeah, there's no.
And but here it's a whole different case. I mean, you're out there worshiping, you know, every time you hit the stage, and basically, I mean, not only you're putting on a show, but I mean, you're worshiping at the same time, and that's, I don't know, to me that just makes it a lot more worthwhile, is, you know, playing on stage and just, you know, worshiping and doing what you love doing. Like, I'm very content where I'm at right now. So.
I think to add to that too, what's important for us is not necessarily to go on stage and every single show, you know, deliver a sermon. I mean, there've been shows we actually never even mentioned that we're a Christian band, because we just prefer to let our testimony and our actions speak for themselves, so that, you know, we can really just normalize Christianity. Because I guess it's not. People see us and maybe aesthetically they might not expect us to be Christians, you know. We don't want to get the, oh, you're a Christian. We want everything about what we do, and, you know, for them to be able to notice something different about us, and they see that grace. They see maybe we act different, we walk different, we talk different. And so that if they do find out we're Christian, then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. I can see that, and not, you know, surprised. But as far as worshiping on stage, it's important for me because I feel like it's creating the opportunity for the audience to have an experience with God, because, you know, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, and He's everywhere. He's omnipresent. But whenever we're worshiping, it's really just more for my connection with Him, so that, you know, if people see me, you know, on stage, you know, doing my thing, and, you know, they happen to notice that, you know, I'm looking up, or I'm worshiping, or I'm talking to God, or anything like that, that they'll just know that we're not ashamed of it. You know, it also allows them to have an experience with God that they might not get, you know, in venues. Again, this is a Christian venue, but we'll play, you know, we play bars, we play lots of places, and we've met lots of different people from all walks of life, all beautiful people, but a lot of them are seeking for that message of hope, and seeking for that, you know, seeking that fulfillment that we want people to get. Like I said, on stage, you know, at a point, after so long in your life, you realize, like, you can have everything you ever wanted. You have all the money in the world, and whether you're the richest guy on the planet or the poorest guy on the planet, if you don't have Christ, eventually you're just gonna kind of hit that wall and just realize, you know, there's just something that I'm missing. Like, nothing's gonna fill this void that I have, and, you know, that's pretty much how I, you know, had my come to Jesus moment, literally, when I realized that, you know, I wasn't really lacking anything, but I was just so unhappy. Like, there was just this depression for like half my life that I couldn't shake until I finally got to know Christ. I mean, I love life. If you meet me, I'm just like so thrilled and happy about everything for no reason. Well, no reason.
Yeah.
So, thank God for, you know, we're gonna keep doing this as long as the Lord's opening doors, and He's been open everywhere. So definitely we'll keep talking after them.
Right. Well, if we can play music and get the message out, I'm definitely happy to do so.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, how long have you guys been married?
A year and a half.
Very
He's
cool.
young.
Yeah. Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
We've known each other for a very long time.
It's hard to separate that. I know what you're talking about.
We were friends before we were
Yeah.
business partners, before we were dating, before we got
Exactly.
married. So
We've known each other since 2006, and we've been married, like I said, a year and a half. But I mean, it's awesome so far.
No. You three are all related. How are you related with this one?
Eric is my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my nephew.
How into that? I was like, there's family. Like 3 of them. So.
Yeah, 3 last name.
Yeah.
Alan's gonna change his last name to Garces just to match.
There you go. You always just get the legal name change.
Well, dye my hair black.
Yeah, there you go.
Color my
He's
eyes
the eye
black.
candy of the band.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
blue eyes.
And Gunther and I
You have pretty
actually.
eyes.
Thank you.
It's like the first time I heard
Sorry.
Eagles.
I'm extremely flattered.
Gunther and I, we've been
Sorry.
What did you say?
Gunther, my nephew, and I, the uncle, we've been playing music since we were little. You know, we were younger. We were raised with Iron Maiden. She's cracking a balloon. We've been playing Iron Maiden stuff, and it's just like we were the ones pretty much that started as far as like playing together and learning all these tunes or whatever. And when we were getting the band together, of course, I thought of him, to recruit him as a bassist. And
Luckily, he's awesome.
yeah.
Amazing.
That was a good move, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Was it a family thing that got you started with music in general? Like
Yeah,
your
our
uncle?
family is very musical.
Yeah.
Okay.
On our side.
Yeah,
They have a family band as well that they do.
right. Yeah, my
Just kind of grew
brothers.
up with instruments playing
kind of all
around.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad's still going. He's
Yeah.
still playing.
Definitely over 50 years.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
What's in the future for Divine Retribution? What's really on the horizon? What's going to be real big for 2014? If you had anything else.
2014, a lot of stuff. 2013 was really just about honing our sound and the vision that we wanted to have. 2014 is pretty much just putting everything into action. We definitely want to go back and we're going to go back into the studio and record another single, because right now all we have is our first single, Raise Hell, which you can find on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Divine Retribution Band, which is also free for download. But definitely, I mean, we've got so much music and just tons of stuff that we can get recorded. We just haven't been able to yet. So
It takes
record
time and
more.
money.
I'm sorry.
It takes a lot of time and money.
yeah.
Yeah, money. So I mean, little by little, we're just playing all these gigs, and through the merch and everything, we're able to raise more money. So I think it's within our budget now to go back and really just get some good quality stuff, so we can just start, really putting it out there. Because I think the music just speaks for itself. That's what everyone wants, of course. Definitely, there's the new music. Just little stuff, lyric videos, possibly a music video to accompany whatever the next single is. Just mostly focusing on the music. So we've played tons of shows now, and that's just the overall consensus. People are just like, we want an album. We're like, oh, we can't afford it yet. Sorry, but at the very
Buy
least,
more shirts.
just some some legit demos to just get the music out there and get the message out there. So we've got tons of live videos on YouTube, but they're not the best ones.
Cool. Well, is there anything else that you guys want to add in as far as any upcoming shows?
Yeah, the hard grand opening of the Pavilion on February 8th. It's going to be a really huge show. I was amazed at how well this show did, which, again, congratulations to Piercing Flesh Entertainment. Y'all did incredible. Pulled it off really well. But yeah, I know the hard grand opening is going to be huge, so I definitely want to push that. And there's going to be some really good bands, Red Angel Theory, who also were interviewed by DFW Undercover. Really funny interview. You should check that one out too. And Drader, and I don't remember who else, I'm sorry. But there'll be flyers coming out soon, so y'all check it out.
It's Divine.
Divine.
Oh, Divine something. There's another Divine.
And there's another Divine.
Yeah.
Call it Divine. Call it.
Call, I was like, connection? Yeah, my calling. Sorry.
We don't want to leave
We'll
anybody
meet
out.
you guys in the show. Yeah. But I mean, that's been the fun thing about this whole journey. Just networking with all the local bands, and DFW Undercover. They've introduced us to a lot of cool bands, and they're really hard workers in the scene. And I just really respect people that are that humble and hardworking, because you meet a lot of egos in the music industry.
Yeah, know all about that.
Super inflated. But we're
It's
just
all over.
we like down to earth people, obviously. We're just normal people, ordinary people that just serve an extraordinary God. So it's really awesome to see other hardworking people, because the Dallas scene has an incredible talent. I mean, the stuff that's on the radio these days is just garbage compared
Yeah.
to the Dallas scene. So
Even for the bands that are really good, a lot of stuff you hear on the radio is just like your
Yeah.
least favorite track on the entire
I
album.
know, or like you'll be rooting for some some unsigned band and they're one of your favorites, and then once they get signed, like they suddenly get really diluted and watered down, like the most super processed. It's like, oh, I don't know. We'll never compromise our sound. I don't care what. I'll pass on a contract, but crap, I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, just of the local bands, and there's a lot of talent.
Well, before we get this all wrapped up, is there anything else you guys want to say to your fans out there before we head out?
Thank you to fans, but we don't call you guys fans. We call you guys friends and family. We're not in it for fans. We're not in it for money. We're sincerely in this to make a change in this generation. So, just we call out to all the other revolutionaries out there. I feel like this world is full of rebels, and we don't need any more rebels. We need revolutionaries. We need people that are willing to speak up and make a difference and make a change, to be the change that you want to see in the world, and just spread light, because this world is dark enough. There's enough people out there just making the world an uglier place. Definitely.
Well, cool. Well, hey guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight with Divine Retribution. Once again, my name is Jordan with DFW Undercover. You guys stay in tune.